we on today? What we finna talk about? Ah, oh God, more drama. Got any anime? No. Oh, oh God. What about Castanet? Okay. I mean, I like Castanet. Like, you feel me? Like, not a Caribbean brother putting on. I like them. I don't have anything against them. You feel me? Uh, chilling. I'm low key just playing Roblox in the background. Like ain't, ain't even got stuff. Like I ain't got nothing today. I thought like, but I saw the text. I was like, all right, let me join. Ooh, oh, bro, Measly, bro, and Dawn, and all of them like reaction channel, bro. They be working a butt off, bro. It's the type of time we gotta get on, bro. We get in the news like right away, bro. Like we, we get the news like a couple of days after it's really like out and blown up. We on our own time. Like they say, bro, early birds always get the worm. We ain't getting the worm. I don't be on Twitter though. That's the thing though. I don't be on Twitter. I be sleeping on Twitter. Twitter is like toxic, bro. What you gonna say? You got the stream on already or not? You got the stream running or no? Let me mute myself, bro, because my baby brothers are playing in the back. That's clean, toy. That's clean. Bro, I see unfolded clothes on top of a counter. That's not clean, my boy. You know what? I'm not gonna press you, bro. I ain't gonna press you because mine is worse than that. Mine is worse. Yeah, I feel that, but hey, look. I got my chair in the clothes, I got my clothes in a chair in the corner. You feel me, bro? Like I don't be having time to fold them mugs anymore. Don't lie to him. Don't lie to oh Lord. You want me to read with you or you got it? Bro, just release the whole thing, bro. I don't know why they stay doing that, bro. Like, I think they're slick.
Key
And then, bro,
redaction.
like, eventually we're all
Let's
gonna get
just
it out in the future, bro. Somebody's gonna
just
release it
get rid of
eventually.
that.
So we're gonna know. Like, what's the point of you trying to hide it? Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. That's disappointing, bro. That's mad disappointing. So they're still hiding shit from us. Like, when are they gonna learn, bro? But listen, bro, this is the thing though, with like documents like that and stuff like that, like the government is not tech savvy enough to hide it from us. Like we're gonna know. You feel me? Like that's just why I don't get why they try to hide it. We're gonna know you're hiding it because we have ways of checking to see if it's true or not, you know? Blacking people's face out too, bro. Like what? Come on, man. What is that? What the hell is that? Did you see that other photo you was scrolling through? Go back up. Statues. Was that a statue? I can't. I don't know. But you was scrolling, and I just saw some. Yeah. Okay. It's a pretty big. Okay, that's normal. Like you would expect that in somebody's house. Like, you feel me? Okay, that's weird. That's weird. What is that? Okay, why is the bed like that? Oh, those are drugs, bro. They redacted it, bro. Like even like you can't even see it. My mother like it took up like a whole lot, man. I'm not gonna lie. Probably gotta get a chopper to get around that mud, bro. Oh, okay. Einstein wasn't alive when he was around, so I don't think they can possibly. That's weird. See, look, man, I ain't judging, but like that shit's weird, bro. I guess like rich nigga shit, bro. Like, what's it, Kanye? Nah, bro, you know what he into, bro? You know what he into? You know what he likes, bro. You know what he likes. Nah, bro. I hope they didn't do anything. Definitely it's sweet, I'm not gonna lie. That dog definitely seen something. He's seen a lot, bro. More than our eyes, I'll tell you. They got it, bro. They got it. Good on that. What the CIA is working so hard. They trying to include a black man in there so hard, bro. Not gonna lie. They really trying. They didn't blur Bill Clinton out though. You feel me? You can tell the propaganda, bro. Like they didn't blur that man out at all. They put his face in every. Oh my god. That's a whole paragraph, bro. That's not a redacted, bro. That's withheld. Oh my god. That's them withheld information. Redacted my ass, bro. That's a whole fucking paragraph, bro. They took the whole page. Are they allowed to delete evidence? Yeah. But like, that's kind of fishy. You good to it? You want to look them in the eyes, right? I've seen a lot of pictures too, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I seen pictures with some famous celebrity on Twitter. I try to stay off of yeah, Chris Tucker. Yeah. Be honest, brother. If somebody went to that island, what logical explanation can you think they can give you for going to that island besides going there to meet kids? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it really not think it's like at this point, like it's too late. You didn't really say anything until you was caught in it, so you were definitely involved. He's involved. And be honest, what is Trump gonna do? What is Trump gonna do? What was Trump gonna do? What's Trump gonna do? He can't do anything besides threaten him financially, bro, or sue him. I don't know. Like that's how it is, bro. You feel me? Like people are just gonna be blind followers, bro. That's how it is. Yeah, bro. See, bro, you overthinking it. Right. Listen. You overthinking it, twin. Just it's just brainwashing, bro. That's all it is. Nothing else. Brainwashing. Not if you brainwash them good enough. Not if you brainwash them good enough. I promise you that, twin. Look, bro. Republican Party, bro. They're just built on lies and just what hope. People's Man, why do this nigga say hate him? Damn. I mean, people be like, I don't hate nobody that much, but like, yeah, it's just both built in open minds. I'm sure that she's been cool.
I'm gonna go grab something. I'm gonna be back. Give me a sec.
Since Max wanted to go live and talk about standing on business, and I was right, and look who was right, and I left FaZe first, and look at me, 100K viewers, highest off the clout, just proving everything that I said.
This Banks was calling Max in the car.
Since Max wanted to go live and talk about standing on business, and I was right, and look who was right, and I left FaZe first, and look at me, 100K viewers, highest off the clout, just proving everything that I said.
This Banks was calling Max in the car. And they're like, yo, this Silky though, he's lazy as da 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 da. Not even knowing Max is on speaker. Silky is right next to Max.
Apparently I'm this awful, terrible guy, monster, who Max had all these issues with.
Max and Banks got in an argument. He calls other FaZe members and says, this.
Now, I thought I was gonna have a brief moment of rest in this entire FaZe saga, but before I could really even shut my eyes and close my PJs in my robe to give myself a little bit of a break, FaZe Banks came out and did his scorched earth attempt about Plaqueboy Max, seemingly exposing him as being some sort of liar, deceiver to his audience, trying to get the community to galvanize some sort of support around him. But I'm gonna be quite honest with you, everything I watched from those videos to those text messages just confirms everything that I've been saying for the past year about the FaZe Collective. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way. Us unemployed gotta stick together during this holiday season. Now, back into the content. Now, I know eventually that one of these FaZe guys will be the one to pop the top off of everything. When I got called out last year by Ron, Lacey, and Banks, and we had our whole Discord argument, I saw who was reacting, how they were reacting, and what they were saying. And there was one person who kind of just stayed silent, just kind of watched, just, that's tough, etc., but didn't join in on the dog pile for the most part. And that was my good buddy Plaqueboy Max. Since that situation, he took his departure from the FaZe Collective, saying that he had mental health issues, he was struggling to find himself, he was burnt out from his 365 challenge, and specifically, well, really unspecifically because he couldn't get into too many details, he didn't have ownership of anything. If you're new to the saga and you haven't tapped in just quite yet, Plaqueboy Max's cousin Fatboy Dip came to the internet exposing how the FaZe Collective wanted to charge Plaqueboy Max an insane amount of money for housing.
Gang, you see that little townhouse that Max was in? They tried to make that pay 20 bands a month. What the
20 bands a month.
Or give a percentage of myself. What the
What? Now, later on in his own stream, Plaqueboy Max would all but verify the claims that his cousin made, and ultimately sprinkling on some more seasonings to the healthy stew that says that FaZe Clan was ruined by FaZe Banks. Now, there's a deeper conversation about how the FaZe Collective wanted to come back and recoup a whole bunch of money from them, which we'll get into it at a little bit of a later time. But ultimately, just know that FaZe Banks was called out by Plaqueboy Max. Now, this situation would cause FaZe Banks to do a retaliation. And in that retaliation, FaZe Banks naturally would go on the defense, saying that, you know, these guys were fake and ungrateful.
I just watched some clips from this Plaqueboy Max stream where he's playing a laugh track over my tweet, and it's like, Max, I know we've had like our individual differences, and I know I haven't really seen eye to eye with a lot of the talent because truthfully and honestly, I find you guys all to be incredibly ungrateful. I find you guys all to have insane egos, and I think it's disgusting and makes me sick to my stomach that your guys' relationships with each other and with every other streamer and your community included is so incredibly fake. You guys are the best actors on planet Earth.
Now, I go into detail in the live stream that I just did in the previous video, but ultimately that set off the chain reaction. That chain reaction would lead to a scorched earth moment where Plaqueboy Max's cousin Fatboy Dip came back to the internet and revealed even more secrets that would disprove any narratives about this collective organization being genuine, friends, etc., and that there wasn't any sort of nefarious deeds behind the actions that FaZe Banks and whoever the ownership group was doing.
This nigga Banks was calling Max in the car, saying like, yo, bro, they were just talking. And they're like, yo, this nigga Silky, though. He's lazy as fuck. Da 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 da. Yo, you would have thought we was in a skit, talking crazy shit, not even knowing Max was on speaker. Silky is right next to Max, talking crazy shit about the nigga in Miami, saying this nigga's lazy. I don't know about this nigga. And when he comes back, yo, this is my brother. This is my brother. So I guess we all fake then, nigga.
Guys, I've been waiting for for this moment for so long. I don't think
I'm
people
back.
really understand.
I've seen a little bit of it. Seen a little bit of it.
And how hard
He's
it
calling
is
them
to
ungrateful,
contain
right?
the excitement that I have. Last year on the live stream, FaZe
Yeah,
Banks said that
yeah.
all of this was
I don't
genuine.
think
All of
he's
this was
I don't
real.
think
And
anybody
I don't
in
know.
FaZe members are ungrateful because they helped build the brand. So can't really say they're ungrateful.
About you guys, but I
Banks,
wouldn't
Banks kind of
genuinely
put
or
himself in that situation because, like, if I remember, like, those allegations were on him, not FaZe. So he kind of did it to himself.
really real talk behind my friend's back or my bro's back. That just seems like
Yeah,
somebody
I
who
think
is
so too.
fake and who is a deceiver to me. He also made a claim that there weren't financial ties to these guys, which I guess on paper at the time were to be true. But at that moment, I know for a fact that FaZe Banks and the FaZe Collective, I'm talking about the ownership group, were ultimately going to want to seek financial gain from these guys. So it makes a lot of sense why Plaqueboy Max's cousin would talk about this Spotify deal that was secretly and under the table put in for Plaqueboy Max in order for, you know, the FaZe Collective to benefit and Max not see any money behind it. A conversation about brand deals came up, and for those that don't know, this is where the management
That's crazy.
companies get a lot of their dollars and cents. That's where they take their 15, 20, 30, 40% of the cut. And when Plaqueboy Max had his room decorated, all of a sudden there was a big Spotify logo in the background. Now, naturally, because these are young kids, they think it looks cool and official, but I know that that's not cool and official like that. What happens is ultimately once these things get clipped up and repurposed and repackaged, that's an ad that goes across TikTok 40,000 times, not just by the creator themselves, but by all the clip pages, the meme pages, etc., etc. Just a perpetual ad that will always exist in your background. But somebody has to pay for that perpetual ad. And if somebody has to pay for that perpetual ad, that means somebody has to, you know, make bank off that perpetual ad. But Max wasn't making the bank. It seems that FaZe Banks was making the bank.
Nigga, I'm like, gang, you're Plaqueboy Max. You can get that yourself. And if you want to split it, that's cool. What the fuck? So we end up taking it down. Little dude, we know they're selling his
Nah, they crazy for that.
identity without letting him know.
Wow.
And so
Wow, as fuck for that.
Max ends up leaving FaZe. We only knew this because he left FaZe.
Yeah,
He got the deal
you
on
sure it was
Spotify. They
him
dropped
that did
FaZe
that,
and
or
gave it to
just
Max.
FaZe the company? How do we know? So he knows about it.
Guess how much this was for? 400 bands for 5 months, niggas. Niggas about to run off a half the ticket off a nigga. Half the ticket off a nigga. Chat, so this makes sense. Imagine LeBron James and the Lakers working together, and the Lakers take all the money from a commercial with Beats.
Now pay close attention because this is where it really gets interesting. That sponsor game and ad game is where like a lot of dollars and cents lies. And once these management companies start to come in, that's where they seem to reap their benefits and rewards. You'll notice that there's a shift in the types of sponsorships that these brands or entities or content creators can bring in. And that's due to the vested interest that, you know, these new management companies has. And that's not me just saying this. Fellow FaZe member FaZe Swag even talked about how the ads and sponsors just switched up. One day they were getting things like big contracts from Porsche, McDonald's, Xfinity, and the next thing they could only get was 4 Loco deals. It didn't make sense.
The boys are at the height of everything. They're back-to-back orgs of the year.
Bro,
Fucking
you heard what they try to do to
demons.
Staple Ronaldo
Everybody-
too, bro? They try to make that man pay 20 bands a month to stay in there.
In FaZe averaging 10, 20K. Oh, you know, all the boys are averaging 10, 20K viewers. And then like the best sponsor we could grab was 4 Loco.
Makes
It was,
sense.
I was sitting there thinking like something's weird. Like I feel like especially with now, the best we can do is 4 Loco, bro. There's 7 people in FaZe averaging 20K viewers. These motherfuckers, they should have been on a.
When have you ever seen a full local ad? We are target demographic too, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, me too, bro. Nah, I don't do
On a
that,
cover
no.
of cereal
I don't do
boxes.
that, no.
Yep.
Like, I was sitting there like, wait, there's something's not making sense. Like, how
I'll
the fuck,
pour
like
something
2
else
years
in
ago,
it
did we
and
have
drink it
Porsche
from the
and
can, you feel
McDonald's?
me?
Hell, even friend of the show TK exposed some messages between him and FaZe or ex-FaZe, your rage, about the money situation and how fucked up it was.
can't
Chasing
download
that money
Flames,
trail
bro. That's gonna
reveals
kill me.
all secrets. And that's where you get FaZe's majority owner, Matt Kalish, co-founder.
Oh,
Founder of DraftKings and CEO of Hardscope, the production management company that's over FaZe. He basically verifies the claims in a Bloomberg article about the unsustainability of the current FaZe structure, but more importantly, the fact that
wild.
he injected a bunch of money into them and then ultimately tried to recoup it in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Now, he did give the option for them to go independent, but ultimately the deal that they were signing is the deal that FaZe members are talking about being a 360 deal. Now, on one end, I get it. It's a business. You want to make some money. But on the other end, FaZe Banks told me, Omar Omeezy, a year ago that this wasn't about the money. This wasn't about all this other stuff. This was just about friends coming together and making content. I call bullshit. It was bullshit back then and it's bullshit now. And the reason why I took you down that little detour is because guess who also is a part of that Hardscope acquisition of FaZe? That's right, Banks.
Banks was pushed out of FaZe by the FaZe members, right? And they wanted Kalish to run it. So now there's this thing called Hardscope that now owns FaZe, which Banks has a part of. So you still part of FaZe. What are you talking about? Niggas is liars, bro. You still are part of FaZe because you own Hardscope, nigga.
nah, bro. I don't know. This
So
is what people
simple,
are doing
so
behind
Banks.
the
And then the last
scenes,
part of
bruh.
this
It's
live
crazy.
stream by Fatboy Dip was FaZe Banks being
Crazy
accused of
work.
saying the N-word in reference to Plaqueboy Max. He called up the other FaZe members after he left and said, yo, this nigga is tripping, basically.
When Max
You
left,
ever
he called him
sign
like,
up
yo,
for
bro.
something like that, twin? Being honest. Would you ever join FaZe Clan if validate? Validate. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, friend. Over the net was lost. Yeah, I can't do random.
Why you leaving? Why you leaving? He would give him all the reason. He's like, yo, bro, the last reason for real was
Agreed, bro.
you called me a nigga. You know what this response was like? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? What? What? And he's like, bro, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I know you said that shit. He's like, bro, I was angry, da da da, but keep it a buck, bro. That's not the reason you left FaZe. Keep it a buck. Don't put that on me, bro. You know I'm going through a lot, bro. You know I love you. You're going through a lot. I'm going through a lot. Don't put that on me, bro.
Now, in that short 17-minute live stream, there was a lot of damning evidence about the other ways that, FaZe Banks was a part of the snaking of the FaZe members. And just to put the sprinkle on top, he also outlined the fact that FaZe Banks called Max a racist slur. Just full stop. Coming from a black man. Calling a black man from a white man, the word nigga is a racist slur. Don't let nobody tell you any different. So between all the internet drama, all the people dogpiling on him, making claims that, you're a deceiver, you're a liar, you're all this, that, and the third. FaZe Banks would have a lot to address when he came back to the internet. And you'll never guess what he decided to address and not address in all of it.
As it goes for this word that I said, first of all, I didn't say this targeted toward you. This wasn't said.
I mean, I don't know this dude. I never watched him. I never really cared for him that much. I don't know who he is. All I just know he has a sexual or he has some sort of allegation on him, and people say he's an asshole.
In any sort of racist connotation. I said this word in an emotional response, and I said, fuck all y'all blanks. And it's a fucking
Crazy word.
mistake, and I'm fucking retarded. I'm a 34-year-old man child, and I have many, many flaws. And I'm an idiot for saying that.
You see, and this is
Bro, you are so harsh, bro. Yeah, I can see him not having experience with the internet and the streaming world because all he does is the business stuff for FaZe. But I'm not saying he's a good person. You feel me? I'm not saying he's a good person, but he did a good thing. I mean, he's being racist. You feel me? True. Right, and you know what's the craziest thing too? What I realized, if you piss low key racists off, the first thing they're gonna do is refer to you as with racist words, bro. That's the first thing they do when they the go-to trigger. I mean, I get it, I get it, I get it. He doesn't understand the streaming culture. You feel me? But like, he gotta understand how to conduct himself online because this is his business, right? Like,
This is why I hate y'all black asses on this internet. Y'all have white men justifying the fact that they didn't say a racist slur in a racist way. God, this shit pisses me off. Yeah, you guessed. He didn't acknowledge the things about him taking money, him owning a part of FaZe, these 360 deals. He didn't acknowledge any of that, not any substantial way. He acknowledged the fact that, yo, him and Max have been talking, him saying the N-word actually wasn't really a problem, which is crazy to me. And the fact that Max is bringing up all this stuff right now is because he has some sort of ego and he's the Travis Scott of the group and he just wants to be popping and lit and blah, blah, blah. Oh, God, it's so hard to take this man serious.
Because his cousin just went live and apparently I'm this fucking awful, terrible guy, monster, who Max had all these issues with. But as you'll see, and when I share our conversation, that's not the energy that Max has given me over the last 5 months. As a matter of fact, and not to spoil anything, but I've talked to Max more in the last 5 months than every other FaZe member combined. Max has asked me for opinions on everything from creative to content to his career. He's asked me personally for help managing his career from here on out. He's confided in me about his team sucking and things falling apart. And the big one, since Max wanted to go live and talk about standing on business and I was right and look who was right and I left FaZe first and look at me, 100K viewers, high as fuck off the clout and the fucking engaged, just proving everything that I said 100% right yesterday. This streamer brain shit is real. They are actors. And he jumped on this opportunity not because he cares about anything that I've done or cares about anything that I've said. It's because it makes the most sense.
Banks will go on a long monologue talking about how Plaqueboy Max constantly hit him up, was actually still friends with him, and didn't actually have these feelings that were, depicted in his cousin stream. Now, we'll decipher through some text messages here in a second, but I just want you guys to know that he never even addressed any of, the claims about him owning this, him doing that, being not genuine in this conversation, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth. It's funny because when we had that live stream exchange, he was so gung-ho and proud to dispel any narrative about, his knowledge about different things, people taking advantage of these guys, the genuineness of the relationship. But all of a sudden, he is mum's the fucking word. It's amazing to me how quiet he is about the actual facts and stuff that probably matters more than, Plaqueboy Max texting you and y'all's feelings and this, that, and the third. Did you take advantage of them, Banks? Yes or no? Go react. That's all we want to know. I do want to circle the block back here on this whole N-word saga because instead of just plainly taking accountability, and I just mean leaving it at a full stop, yeah, I did say that shit and it was wrong, etc., etc. No, Banks doubles, triples, and quadruples down on the deflection game and says, hey, I did say that, but you don't actually care about those things because you would have been brought it up. And in fact, your buddies say it too. And do you care about that?
If you really have a problem with that, then why has it not been a problem for the last 5 months?
We got caught.
If you really have
Cut us now, bro. I'm not scamming anymore.
a problem with that, why have you told
I'm
me
not
multiple times
scamming
I don't
anymore.
have a problem
I'm
with
not
that? We're
scamming
good.
anymore.
If you really have a problem with
I
that,
used to.
then I can
I
say
used to.
this. Ron, last subathon, fucking said it. Muted his mic and said it The chat laughed, and everybody told him to say it, and he said it. Lacey has admitted to saying it publicly. You know this. So why isn't that a problem? Other members in FaZe have said it in the confines, behind the scenes, off cam, in the presence of other black creators and FaZe members. And this was never a problem.
Is this nigga dumb?
It's only a problem now because it's convenient for you and for this narrative to make me look.
He dumb, bro. Oh, I, but I mean, I'm trying to understand where he's coming from, but like, he just made the situation much worse. Now I'm just like, what do you want?
Look like shit and to make you
Just
look
address
right.
what you
Damn,
gotta address.
sounds
and
like
then
those cultural
leave.
differences that I was
Like,
talking about.
stop including other people.
Last year. I really do hate the fact that y'all have these white creators coming on the internet talking about how it's okay to say the N-word in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And these guys said it, and those guys said it, and everything's just comfortable saying. That shit really annoys me. Aiden's whack ass said some comments about it too, and I just.
Mm. But Aiden, it's an Aiden I used to know, and then there's the new Aiden. I don't know. I used to watch Aiden. Yeah, I used to watch him way back, like way back before he started. He used to be on YouTube. Yeah, and then he got famous, and I don't know what happened.
I really can't get behind that shit.
Because he wasn't that famous,
But
bro. He
nonetheless,
couldn't do
FaZe
what he
Banks would
wanted. He
go on
couldn't
after
really
the
express
video
how
to
he
break
really
what a lot
feel.
of people
Now
would
he
consider
can.
to be a cardinal sin, releasing
That
text
simple. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He slipped up one time, got banned, came back.
text messages that would seemingly show that,
Yeah,
Max kind of regrets
we
some
been
of these
seeing this, bro. A lot of
situations,
people use
how, he didn't actually care
black
about the
people to rise
N-word.
up and then let us eat dirt in the end.
How they still rock with each other, et cetera, et cetera. Max would say, allegedly, like I said, the N-word and contract shit threw me off bad, bro. But I'm past that, and we talked about it, so I don't give a fuck. And
Did your rage respond? 'Cause I'm gonna be honest, the biggest person in FaZe Clan that I watch is your rage. I don't really watch everybody else like that. Mm. Man,
and I get your POV. I do find it weird when black people let white people say
anybody
the
watch
N-word,
him
but
like
I do
that?
find
don't
it
even
very
think.
choice that Banks addressed this in this fashion. And it's also interesting that he keeps saying like, yo, these creators keep playing this community game trying to galvanize
it's
these
crazy.
people. But I can kind of see through this smoke screen dance.
FaZe
Obviously,
is
there would be
basically
a
dead.
bunch of black people, commentators, onlookers, fans, et cetera, that
I
would get
remember it at
upset
first,
finding
FaZe,
out that white
bro.
people are are saying the N-word.
Nah.
They would also, though,
That's
get
crazy.
upset that there are
That was
black
our, like,
people who
childhood,
allow
bro. You
these
mean, like,
things. So I believe that
2017,
Banks is
2016?
using this as some sort of ammunition to try to turn the guns towards a Plaqueboy Max. But I'm gonna be honest with you, gang. I'm not gonna get caught in that smokescreen dance. We can address that later. You spent all this energy exposing the DMs of a young man who was going through a mental health crisis, which we talked about earlier in this year in a separate video. You spent spent all that time exposing those text messages to a community of people to do their own interpretations in an attempt to prove that y'all were in good standing. And I do want this to serve as some sort of like PSA to Plaqueboy Max or any of the young streamers out there. Yo, these people are not your friends. So you confiding in them thinking that they are is only going to hit you back in the face. Because the way that this narrative is trying to be painted is the fact that you didn't give a fuck and you made a mistake and you did X, Y, and Z, all while misdirecting us and redirecting us to something totally different from the actual conversation at hand. Now, I do like to acknowledge that Plaqueboy Max did fire back at him. Plaqueboy Max says, I joined FaZe at 20. I respected Banks. After I left FaZe, Banks would call me saying I needed him and my career was falling off. He took advantage of the fact that I was depressed and in the hospital. At one point, I let all the calls get to me and asked to join FaZe again. But I kept going, and in November, I was introduced to a manager who helped me realize that a lot of the things he told me were lies. I've since leaving worked with bigger guests and brands and have a 2026 plan that is only even bigger than what I've accomplished so far. Yeah, and that's probably gonna check out because you don't have somebody who is attached to DraftKings pushing for the brands and the sponsorships. Of course, they would do the people that fit best with their program on your platform first. That's just how that goes. Now, naturally, Banks did not like this. He would send his retaliation, more so targeting that retaliation to the fact that, yo, this guy is a liar. The things that he said was not true. He's deceiving everyone. And in fact, he hates his friends. Like, he turned his back on his friends. He fucked them over, etc., etc. And he gave the ultimate, and I do mean ultimate cardinal sin, and placed that onto Plaqueboy Max, saying that he botted views. But the reason why a lot of this stuff isn't hitting as hard as FaZe Banks thinks it should be is because of a couple things. One, he has a terrible track record and history as a content creator, as a business person. Like, community-wide, people do not fuck with FaZe Banks. You know, there's some diehards that are still phasing it up out there, but ultimately, there are people who have talked about the crypto schemes. There are people that talked about the allegations about him and the young girls. There are people who are starting to peel back the layers on the onion that is FaZe Banks, and boy, it is starting to stink up. And number two, if you're about to expose the fact that Max had bots, you're gonna have to expose the fact that a lot of these guys, specifically all the FaZe guys, had bots because they would get those bots from their management company. And guess who their management company is? You, dummy!
You add the bots, bitch! That's what you do! You're a background character talking like you fucking Beyonce. Nigga, you the fuck, yo, bro. Yo, this is Destiny Child. Get your ass in a bag. Nigga, all the black men and all the one Jewish man and the one fat nigga. And the one Asian nigga made you.
The reason why Banks isn't going into a lot of details and trying to do these personal attacks on Plaqueboy Max is because every time he speaks, he pokes holes in an argument that'll be favorable for him. He's the problem. Like, let's not get that twisted. Let's not get that misconstrued. Like, he is actively the problem in all these situations. And I'm so glad that people are starting to wake up to the fact that he came and he bullied me too. Max, I'm on your side. He bullied me too, gang. He bullied me too, but I'm glad we can sit on the same side together and really acknowledge that he's the problem. Max clapped back with a closing argument about him not being a liar and how this narrative isn't sticking like Banks thought it would, because to be quite honest with you, it kind of isn't. Now, granted, a business had to be done, but you didn't do it genuinely like you said you did. And now you're attacking Max while simultaneously sending messages to his aunt about how he's one of the best kids out there. I don't know. By the time this didn't do it genuinely like you said you did. And now you're attacking Max while simultaneously sending
Uh, I don't know, man. Sounds like a lot of glaze, bro. But like, hey, yes, bro. If that's your favorite moment, let it be.
Messages to his aunt about how he's one of the best kids out there. I don't know. I don't know. By the time this video gets out, the other guys will
He's
have
grown
had
it up, bro.
spoken
Grown
about
baby,
what's
grown
going
man
on.
baby.
They're supposed to be doing a live stream very soon together, collectively, maybe separately, but like collectively at the same time. And I'm curious as to what they say when they finally speak out. I think that they'll address a lot of these issues. I think that some of these things they'll avoid because
It's over for FaZe, probably Banks. I don't know what he's gonna do with him. I don't know that guy, you feel me? But I know FaZe is pretty much like dead now. Nobody's gonna want to work with them. Nobody's gonna want to be a part of that. So yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that. He's the same guy, right?
You wasn't fucking Charlie D'Amelio when she was 18.
That's crazy.
And
That's
I
crazy.
want
That's
to
crazy.
take that a step further. Put it on God, you ain't fucked that bitch when she was 17. Now, gang, I did a little something. Like, I see she's from Massachusetts, too. Like, you slid in her shit. Like, yo, I miss home, too. Like, I want to know how you went and fucked that bitch. I know you fucked that bitch because you carrying around like an arm trophy. Bitch can't even drink, gang. Bitch.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. He's classy. He's bang. I know that's classy, my nigga. Classy woman would not do that. I get that. I get that. I get that. But you feel me? Like, damn, crazy. I'm not saying anything about that. I'm not saying anything about that. You feel me? Nah, I'm not. That's, oh, I'm just saying that, FaZe, Banks, man, not man child. You heard that right? Child at the end of it. Hell no. She was great on it. Yeah, that's definitely me. She's a victim. Oh God. Guy seems pretty scummy now. I know a little bit more about him, but look, man, just try to do better, bro. That's all I would say. Try to do better. I know you can recover from this, but change your ways, my nigga. That's all I would say, bro. I don't wish bad for nobody. It's just my policy. But you feel me? He's still a child. Still a child. He's still a child, bro. He's still a man child. You feel me? Already? What? Bro, what is going on with people, bro? Like, what is this? This is your surprise, bro. This is a hell of a surprise, man. I didn't expect it. Oh yeah, yeah, that third bro. Ah, damn, it's tough. Tough twin. Yeah.
I figured it out. Nigga probably just mad about his
Yeah, he said
bitch.
he flew his B out. Gee. Oh Lord. There were no cap at this stage rap. You feel me? Uh, bro, what I gotta ask. What's up with these millionaire falling for these bops, bro? Like I gotta know, bro. Like they can't take a good girl and just like settle down. That's GG to him, but they ain't happening because nobody wants to persecute me, bro. But ain't that the irony though? Look at this twin. Look at this. Once you don't have the money, you can't even do that. You can't do any of that too, bro. Like, I don't want to go around thinking that everybody who likes me wants me for my money, bro. Like, I can't go around thinking that. You feel me? Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Damn, that's tough, Tony. That's I was like, TJ over Tyson F? I was like, what? That's crazy though. Bro already got to his girl. He ain't even been with her that long. That's wild.
I'm just gonna get you a new purse. I'm just not gonna get you a new this. I'm just gonna get you a new that. And it's like, yeah, like that stuff be cool because it's like.
But Twain, listen, I'm not gonna believe it. It could be rumors. It could be rumors. It could be rumors. You know, man, I'm gonna get my food and we'll be back. My Uber Eats is here, bro. Let me go get it real quick. I'm back. Reply? Bro went into an anime after his breakup, bro. But that's tough, bro. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. But you see, this is the thing. Like every good guy tries to love once, gets his heart broke, and then just moves on alone for the rest of his life. Or if he finds somebody, he finds somebody. You feel me? I gotta tug it out. That's all I gotta say, man. We good. I'm not. I'm not. Maybe he's two different persons, bro. You feel me? Maybe he's a different person around Pokemon. You don't know. Oh my God. Good Lord. Oh my God. Yeah, I know, I know, I know. I know Simon. I used to watch Simon. I'd have mixed feelings, bro. Be like, why are you doing this? Like, why you? Some sort of explanation needs to be like done. A good one. A good one. I can tell a bad explanation or a bad excuse. You feel me? I mean, who does that, bro? I mean, like, who keeps contents of their ex, bro? Just delete it once you guys are broke done. Like, just delete it as soon as you're done. I keep it. I feel it. I feel it. I mean, but like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. He definitely has some control, right? As a person, you can tell somebody no. Like, you feel me? Like, we're gonna stop thinking that like these people are like children. You're an adult. You feel me? Like, put your foot down. You don't want to do something. She can't be a man child. She's a woman, right? I mean, does she want a child? Leave that nigga, bro. That's simple. Leave him. Leave that nigga. And she needs to go find a man. Straight up. Why you feel me? Wait. This nigga- wait, be honest though. You think she did have some control? She has some control in a relationship, bro. Hmm. Wait, two words she could have done. Look, two things she could have said. Get out of my house. That's all she could have said. Here's the thing, bro. I don't get that getting manipulated argument, bro. Like, when people say I was getting manipulated. At what point did you realize that you were getting manipulated? Yeah, that's my argument. When do you start putting two and two together? Do people not trust their gut? People not trust their guts, bro. What is she going in? But I mean, I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say mine when we're reading this doc, we don't have proof of any of this. You feel me? This could be exaggerated, but we don't know. But bro, dude is a scammer. He's a scammer at this. The way she's making him sound, he's a scammer. This bro was in here to get a bag, bro. Is this the male equivalent of guilt of gold digger? You think this is a male? Bro, is this the male equivalent of a male gold digger? I wouldn't pay it. I wouldn't pay it. I wouldn't pay it. No, twin. Never will I ever do some shit. I've been caught up in the same thing where I'm paying off something for an ex. Bro, cancel it, bro. Cancel the fucking. That's some real love. I don't know. Twin, twin. I want to know, bro. I want to know. How do niggas like this keep getting bitches and we still maidenless, bro? How tall is he? She fell for it. Niggas with good intention don't get bitches, bro. I swear to God. Bro, let me see that hoodie again, bro. That shit's tough. Hold up, stand up, stand up. Yeah, say that motherfucker. Oh God, yeah. You gear fifth, yes sir, baby son, God. Mm-hmm. Where'd you get that much? Mm, nah, that's crazy work. That put it be on. Yeah, sure.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. All of this seems like complaint, bro. At what point did you realize this guy was trash and you're gonna leave him? I don't know, bro. Like, all of this seems like kind of a complaint. Like, you got into a bad relationship. Too bad. You feel me? But I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Necessarily, I won't. I can't even tell you if I fuck up or I don't, bro. Because like, I'm looking at this shit from my perspective. You feel me? But at some point, if you realize that mug is not working out, you just gotta end it, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, don't sit there in pain and try to continue that shit. I'm giving you Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be so honest. If I go to Japan, my relationship might be ruined too, twin. I'm not gonna lie. And don't act like your ain't gonna be ruined too, bro. You know damn well your shit's gonna be ruined too, my nigga.
Yeah, me neither, bro. I'm not going near that. I'm not going nowhere. And if I'm going with that person.
That seems like a lot of complaining, bro. Like that you did it to yourself. I'm so sorry. I'm being so fair with you. Like being so honest. I mean, she did. That's great. She realized what happened, but it's bad what happened. But at some point, you gotta open up and realize, and then open up your eyes and realize. What she look like? What she look like? What she look like?
Negative comments on the TikTok, she did reach out to me and ask me.
And that's the guy. Bro, she let that nigga get away with too much, bro. I would be so honest. That nigga. Uh, yeah, she let that nigga get away with too much. That, I mean, come on, bro. Really? Bro looks kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, put on YouTube. This is gonna be a common excuse, bro, for every single. He admitted to it. Come on, bro. He making this too easy for us. Damn, Watson. What we did, bro. Wait, Morris code for cheating. Was this LGBT? Why would he word it like that? British nigga. I'm listening. Yeah. And you know what this guy's I mean, he sounds like one of those pretend to be nice guy. You feel me? Always acting like he's generous, nice, smiling, giving you that giving you that nice little comfort and welcome face. You feel me? He's really a snake. He's a viper. He's a demon. He's a goblin. He's a lizard. And we pull the mask off and you go berserk monster on us. You can transform perfect. You know, this type of shit that they can like. He'll give you a nice, pretty boy smile, and then cigarette. I'm like, yeah, well, that's what that nigga sound like to me.
My brother say you were so generous to me and all of that. I enjoy driving the Tesla.
Bro admitted to everything. I basically said, yes, I did it. That and more. No, he admitted. He admitted. He just, if you're smart enough, you can pick up behind your lines. Like he said, yeah, you said he, yeah, he worded it kind of fancy, so it sounds different, but you can still understand him. I can understand him. I'm telling you, bro, this man's a skin shaper. He's a skin shifter. Like underneath him, there's a lizard man. Skinwalker. Yeah, yeah. That's exactly what he is, bro. Got a good outside, but the inside is just evil. Wait, pause on it. So she said this nigga walked naked. He knows what he was doing. He knows what he was doing, bro. Don't you got a towel, my nigga? You could just wrap the towel around your waist, all through the camera. You feel? Or you could just literally big brain cover the camera up if you can. You gotta put a paper in front of the screen or something, bro. Like you feel me? Like you definitely know you was trying to sling that. You was trying to sling that wood, bro. You was trying to have that mug. You was trying to make her see that.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
He's trying to, bro. He was trying to bamboozle. He was trying to seduce. I know what you want. Naked. Maybe in my room. Maybe in my. I mean, what about your bedroom, bro? Like when you're changing, like you feel me? Like you gotta put on your clothes. Like, undies or like undies and a white beater. It's my combo. Ox and slide. Yo, you really, bro? That's the combo, bro. Undies, white beaters. Or you don't want to know. You don't want to apologize. He's just trying to clear his name. What? At this point, bro, don't even respond. Like you feel me? What would you respond? Bro, at this point, bro, don't even respond. Just keep quiet. Because you responded and basically confirmed everything she said. And then hyped her up even more. Like you cheerleaded her on your downfall. What are you on, bro? Like at this point, don't even respond. Bro said, yes, I did all of these bad things. I'm a bad person. She's a better human being than me. Which good luck for her. That's the cuck move, bro. What are you doing? Bro's cheerleading her on his downfall. I've never seen nothing like this, bro. At this point, just keep quiet. Don't even respond. Hey, I'm gonna be honest, bro. If something like this was to come out about me, bro, I'm not saying nothing unless it's actual. Situation. I wouldn't be lying on my teeth, bro. Bro, hey, listen, listen. Look, I never disrespect a man or look down on a man for trying to say this, but I respect there's every man for himself. You feel me? I respect that. This is my concept. If you can beat me to the punch, you did it better than me. You feel me? If you was first there, you did something that I didn't do. I'm gonna learn what you did and then add that to my arsenal and do better with it. You feel me? That's like this is how I look at the world. You feel me? Like I never bash a man for defending himself. I never. Every man has the right to do that. You feel me? But like at this point, bro, I bash you for doing some stupid shit like this, nigga. It's like, what's the point in this? This is a waste of time. At this point, just keep quiet and just keep pumping out videos. Bro, like he's playing like a good guy even when he's typing. Like, bro, it's like yeah, I know I did these things. Like, oh, you make it sound like this shit happened like a minute ago. Like, how long did this shit happen? Like, how long ago? Bro, like, why are you making, how old is this dude, bro? Like, you make it, bro, you British, it's weird, bro. How you going cheerleader? These British niggas are so weird. Bro came out and then he's like, literally said, yeah, cool. Like, bro, like, he could have been like, I'm sorry. Bro, bro, just been like, bro, you could have just make a freaking video and just be like, look, I'm sorry. I did do all these things. I'm a bad person. I'd be chill with that. I think this could have been two paragraphs. This could have been two paragraphs. Two paragraphs. But man, I'm not gonna lie. When I first heard it, I was thinking she was exaggerating. Cause you know, bro, like with me, I always keep open mind. Cause you know how females they be exaggerating shit, bro. Like now, I don't hate him, bro.
God, you made this shit about yourself, twin.
All right, look, I don't look at this. I don't look at this shit like that. Look, you feel me? First of all, I wouldn't want to be with anybody who is that. How to put it? That's a bubblehead. Bro. That's an airhead at this. Bro, where's this theory coming from? Oh my god. Oh. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. In 2026, I'm happy I'm not in a relationship, bro. This shit is getting so weird, bro. Oh my, bro, bro. When I see how people are moving nowadays, bro, that shit genuinely scares me, bro. Because I'm a genuine nigga, bro. I'm trying, I'm trying to be in some shit, bro. But I'm straightforward my shit, bro. Like I'm straightforward and shit. Or did you see the follow up on the Jordan Pauline situation? The Jordan Pauline situation was a follow up. She can take a break from content like that. You feel me? Look, I don't know Pokimane person. I've never met the woman. I can only tell from clips and shorts I've seen online about her. I would say that she is a panderer. Like she just tries to go to whatever benefits her, whatever keeps her community growing, whatever. Yeah, basically. She just tries to please everybody. That's her problem. I feel like she just gotta pick a side and just stick with it.
Shaven. Don't Shaven, bro. Shaven, bro. Put him in front of the town and throw tomatoes at him. Oh, that's crazy.
Here's
Like
another
I
one.
said, she's just somebody who
Oh, is
just
it
tries
this
to
video?
grow her career, business, and I mean, she's gonna try to please to everybody in that way that she can get her to spread. That's just how Pokimane thinks at this point, from what I'm seeing.
Another one.
I can see. Oh, it's a chain reaction. It's a chemical bond.
Oh, is it this video?
It's a chemical bond, bro. It's a reaction. It's a chain reaction. That's what it is.
Poop
A
sock
chain reaction.
What the heck
chemical
is a
bond.
poop sock?
You get me to
Ella?
Nah, you can get that one.
Is such a fucking normie.
And she's reacting
It
to his
bores
content,
me.
and then
And he's British.
somebody else is reacting to hers.
Disgusting.
Oh, that's a crazy spam of reaction, bro.
Me in October and ask me what had happened basically, because apparently he said that he didn't cheat and whatever else that they discussed, I don't know. To which I sent her a really long message, basically kind of like almost surmising exactly what was said in the Google Doc, obviously more casually because I'm just speaking to her. But yeah, so I met herself. But she did reach out.
This nigga still on that. Bro. He's still on it. At this point, bro, I'd be expecting to get held. You feel me? Like I be expecting to get held. I go in thinking of the worst possible outcome. So that way, if something happens, that I'm set.
That's what I'm studying for.
Oh, my bed is unkept too, bro. Like I ain't got a cut in a minute, bro. Like my hairline is. Yeah, your shit kicked out for a little bit. Yeah, it froze for me too. I was like, what's going on?
Probably got some latency. You feel me? Fantasy. Yeah. I think we should react to a video together, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, say less. Let's find like a good video to react to.